Hello, hello, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, and welcome back to the stream overall. I hope everyone is doing well. Just need to get the chat popped up. How are you doing, Taraskin? How are you doing, Vico? Hope you're doing well. And now we will be continuing with if this person stops poking me. Okay. Yes, and we will be continuing with Phoenix Wright, living the dream. That's good to hear. My dream tends to be just being alive. So we are continuing. Turnabout Big Top. So Maximilian Galactica. This guy. This freaking guy. This is who we're defending. I think we already talked about him. Oh yeah, meeting with Russell. That's a lock. So we're going to have to... It looks trustworthy. He's guilty. The duality of chat. Move back to the offices. Alright, we've got lots of things you have to look into. No time for slacking. Let's get going. Okay. What's the matter? You seem down. Maximilian Galactica. Who would have guessed he was Country Bumpkin? Does that matter? Let's talk. Let's see what she has to say. Huh? There's lots of things we can do. Go to the scene of the crime, talk to witnesses, gather evidence. We don't even know what happened in the first place. Yeah, let's just freaking go. To the circus entrance. His name plastered everywhere. We're here again. Yep, but this time we're here for work. Hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene. Let's find someone who might know something about what happened. Sounds like a plan. Let's have a look around. It's a snack stand. They have hot dogs, hamburgers, and drinks. Not to mention candy and popcorn. They even got snow cones. Who would eat snow cones middle of winter? Nick, do you think we can buy some snow cones? Look around. There's tons of snow piled up all around here. Yay! Wait a second. There's some syrup, though. I want syrup. Hopefully you should notice that discolored snow in the corner. That's not syrup. No, cold sucks. Cold is great. Cold is great, Vico. I disagree. Look, Max. You only don't want to see him. Poof, he's right in front of you. Sure, the sign says Very Big Circus, but looking around, it might as well be Cirque de Galactica. The stars on his cheek sure are dreamy. How about I draw a star on your cheek, Nick? I've got a marker. You'll stand by your statement. Nah, it's alright. Okay, let's see. There. That's probably the ticket booth. The box office, where they sell all the tickets for the circus. They also sell programs. I forgot to buy one when we came to the circus last time. So why don't you buy one now? Sounds like a plan. Oh no, looks like I forgot my wallet. If you want me to buy it for you, just ask me already. You know I would never do that to you, Nick. Except for all the previous times she's done that. This door must lead to the lodging house. No entry to unauthorized personnel. Do you really need to say no entry if no one's actually entering? It's almost like a Zen riddle, isn't it, Nick? I'm not even going to justify that question with a response. I bet all the stars stay at that lodging house. Okay, anything else special? The balloons. Those streamers do a nice job of introducing the circus performers. Exactly. Us streamers are indeed just circus performers. Maximilian Galactica and his comical comrades. You know, you don't really see too many streamers nowadays, do you? Except for on Twitch, at twitch.tv/Solus the Heron. That's where you'll find a middling streamer. You're right, I haven't seen one in ages. Why they stopped using them due to little kids climbing up to the top? I don't think that was why. Anything else here I can look at? Oh, the tent. The very big top is so very enormous. Yep, one look at the huge tent looming over you and realize this is the circus. Legal counsel from a priestess. Yeah, this is we're playing legal D&D. Really gets your blood pumping, doesn't it? I think that's everything here. Yeah, that's everything here. Ooh, we have 2 places. Let's go to the big top itself. This is a complex scene. The circus stage sure doesn't look like this small from the audience. Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults. I'm not doing any somersaults. Why not? You look like you'd be great at it. Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults? Grr.
Alright, blokes.
Huh,
Let's take
Nick?
that victory point.
Okay, let's ban this person. Ban. Of course, as soon as I lower the requirements for people to hop in and chat, bots come in. Huh, Nick? It wasn't me. Grr. My god, they're going to be eaten by a tiger. He's coming this way. Well, this is the end of the game. Phineas gets killed by a tiger. Nick, you're too young to die. Nick, stay, heal. Grr. Are we dead yet? Are we? I'm still here. I'm not dead yet. It's like I'm in the room. Nick, are you okay? It's like you're in the room, Vico. Aha, scared you, didn't I? Regent's such a cute tiger, isn't he? She looks like 12. What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me. Nick, he almost died there. Huh, he wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. Hardly ever. Yeah, sure. I mean, this ship can't sink. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you? Why is she sparkling and trying to look so cute? She looks like, again, 12. I guess? What do you mean, you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Ooh, your costume. Eh? It's cute. I want to try it on. Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best. I can't do the voice of this allegedly female entity. Wow, the tables turned quickly in that one. So much for the tiger thing. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. My name is Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd. Nice to meet you. Likewise. As always, we examine. Ah, a ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? They do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Oh, okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us. Not a single clue. You know, I've been meaning to ask you. What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw, for instance? Well, there's definitely not one of those here. Oh, there's something here. These are kind of far away, don't you think? They are, but it also means that lots of people can fit in the big top. He's right, we can fit 500 people into a show. 500? That's amazing. Flying around above that many people is a real rush, quote-unquote, for some reason. At least that's what Max said. Whoa, those lights are huge. I love lights. Whenever I appear under the spotlight, everyone claps for me. That's because everyone knows that you're cute. No, I'm not cute. You're cute. Me? Of course. I'm sure you'd make an incredible heroine. Really? You think so? Nick, did you hear that? Me, a heroine. What about Nick, Regina? Nick. He's no hero, is he? Ouch. Thanks a lot, Maya. Yeah, this is just, like, fucking bickering. Let's see, what do we do next? The big mouth, sure. Look, that's where Max comes out during the show. I've got to admit, that was a pretty cool effect. We're planning for me to start coming out of the lion during the show. That's great, Regina. Yeah, I'll ride on Regent's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. Someone arrests this man. He's no man, he's a bird. They're not licensed to practice law. Excuse you, Mr. Maple. I think you'll find that I have a license. I took it fair and square. I want to try it too. I'll ride on Nick's back and jump out of the lion's mouth. Sometimes I wonder about this girl. Yeah, I obtained it from a university. That is all I'm going to say. What happened? Hey Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder? Uh-huh. My dad was murdered. She seems very cheery for her dad being murdered. Oh, I see. Wait, what did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why do you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night. Even your dad? Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10 PM. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why'd you do that? I was playing with Regent. Yeah, just playing with a goddamn tiger. That was when the police showed up. When they took me to check things out, Dad was dead. Dad was there. For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad. That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. If you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary, he's cute. Yeah, just look at that cute face. He seems very happy to be there. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend. Leon? Yes, Leon the Lion. Leon the Lion, Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices. Leon? He died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him? What? Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it. Sorry, I need to change the trigger on that. It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes. 1 second. Court record. Profiles. How old is she? Phoenix. She's 16. No. Nothing. Negative. Stop. Okay, let's Present? But you're the one who gets in jail. What about this? What can you tell me? Okay. Okay, nothing about those. That's fine. Let's talk about people. Maya, you're a spirit channeler? Yep. I'm still training, though. That sounds like fun. I think you should join us at the circus. Huh? As a spirit channeler? She has her own village and, like, a whole cult dedicated to her. I don't know why she would need to join the circus. Really? She said it'd be a big hit. I think she's just being nice. Max, age 21. It's Max. Hey, where is Max now, anyways? You don't know? Nope. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. Join us at the circus, real passive-aggressive insult. Isn't that just insulting herself, then? It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal. Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. She looks worried. Look at that worried smile. Like what? Giggle. Okay. Let's talk about you. Alright, I look so cute in this picture. Is Phoenix actually going around taking pictures of everyone he meets to talk to? You sure do. No objections here. God damn it, Phoenix. Keep calm. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. Don't you? I don't, Maple. No. I disagree. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. Your soulless wall coming along? What do you mean, soulless wall? I'm scared of what you mean by soulless wall. The ringmaster's room. Probably gonna need to check it out for myself. What's on your mind? Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? Giggle. I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. It's every picture I take of you. Congratulations. You have, like, 5 images. No, 6 images. My four streaming PNGs, my reference sheet, and 1 fan art. There you go. Well, mumble. What? Really? And then, mumble. Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick. There's no reason to pout. I'll fix that. I'm scared by what that means. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Unless that person is aged between 15 to 17, that's a no-go. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. By the way, I see there one bot already popped in. I lowered the chat verification requirements, and a bot came in. I might have to raise the requirements after the stream again. So just keep your eye out for bots, so that's okay. So Maximilian Galactica, Max is 21, and Regina is 16. Well, how about we prove that Max is not guilty of murder, then prove he is guilty of being a creep. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well. What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo? Apparently, he's a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in this circus. Again, I'm going to remind everyone of this. So, how about no? You're not kidding. 2 people in 1 day. Hello, Dar. How are you doing? Even I want to profess my love for her. Maya? No. You playing Spider Ranger in a second? Nice. I'm okay. I did that thing we mentioned, Dar, where I lowered the chat security and a bot already came in. Yeah, she's so cute. Giggle. Do I have anything else to present? Profiles? No. Any more topics? No. How about we go to the Ringmaster's room? Okay, this is the Ringmaster's room. Yes, this room belonged to the victim, which means this must be where Max met the Ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, that is what he said. Wonder what? That's an interesting poster. Ah, it's a poster of Max. I want it, Nick, I want it. Yeah, let's just fucking steal from the victim's room. Sure, that'll be fantastic. I want to get out of here. Alright, let's do our examination. This is obviously front and center. The table for guests. There are some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes. What is it? I didn't know that a magician... This salary is incredible. She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This would be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The Ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise. But this document is dated a week ago. So maybe he wasn't talking about it. But if he got his raise, then that's... If he didn't get a raise, that would be a motive. But if he did get a raise... Okay. Ew. There's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Alright, let's do left to right then. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. If you got a raise, maybe someone tried to pin a murder on him so they don't have to pay him ever again? Possibly. I mean... I feel like the negotiation just wouldn't have gone Max's way. But also it's dated a week prior. So he did negotiate his salary, but he did negotiate his salary, but a week ago. So he was lying about what they were talking about, probably. Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here, but you didn't even notice that I took one. She already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that? Emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols. My little klepto. Well, that's how she managed to get that bullet from the DL6 incident. This must have been the poster they used for other public appearances. Posters are the way to go, aren't they? What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow. Or perhaps, hold it. Don't miss out on a stunning life or death courtroom thrill ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Let's look at these trophies. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Now you have more art, check them DMs. Oh god. Oh shit, that's, I need 1 second. Drop, no, delete, here, put that there. Hold on a second, gang. I need to share with everyone what was just shared with me. Add source, browse, desktop. 50 bucks, please. You already gave it to me, and I didn't sign no contract. So yeah. This is the art that Maple has just given me. Very strong. So strong. 1 for 1. Yep. 100%. Thank you very much for that. Indeed, look at the awards the circus has won. Has your strong arms and legs. All County Quiz Champions, Ringmaster Association, Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined. Oh, there's even more of these fucking pictures. Nick, look at all the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing in our office. Yeah, I remember the person who started the office, Mia. Let's take a picture. Oh yeah, she's dead. I know. How about we take a picture of ourselves with Edgeworth at the end of the DL6? Actually, no, he's dead. I know. How about we take a picture of us with Gumshoe? And oh wait, he's getting in trouble again. I know. Let's take a picture of us with Manfred von Car. Oh wait, he's dead. I know. Let's take a picture of us with your family. Oh wait, your mother's gone and your aunt is in jail. We can put pictures of all the clients who've been found not guilty. What if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? Okay, that's all this side. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. I mean, right now, we've yet to find any kind of motive. You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. Wow, being snarky, Phoenix. A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Well, you are a klepto. And we should have a look at it. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colours. Shocking pink, for example. This one said it is 100% all-natural organic mascara. This one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The ringmaster must have been really concerned about skincare. Very, very metrosexual. That's a word I was not expecting to see in a Phoenix Wright game. All these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. It looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Center? You're kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Field of advanced tomfoolery. I think I found your next college, Vico. Okay, now I think that's it for this room. I think so. Stop thinking and typing fast to me, Colsta. Go say that. How are you, Colsta? I hope you're well. Move back to the big top. Present. Okay, that's nothing for that. Oh, no, wait. I can present this. And she knows nothing. You doing okay? That's good. Let's move back to the circus entrance and into the lodging house. Advanced authority sounds legit as innovation challenge and knowledge management, which are two things I actually had. Knowledge management. First, make a database in your head. Applied shenanigans. This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay. Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky. Ah, it's you two. Gumshoe, our beloved. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. How did you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal? I'm not sure if she's from this game or a different game. Because you're always working, Detective. Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left. Nick, he complained! That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? If someone's good at something, make them work for that thing. 35 hours of that. Oh, Vico, you're saying if someone is good at something, make them work for that thing? Okay. Do you know who'll be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course, it'll be Miss Von Karma again. She was defeated and humiliated publicly around the world. Yet she's going to do this one too. She isn't going to hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal. Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure Miss Von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about. Like who? Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. What in the world happened after I went back home? Mr. Edgeworth? You haven't heard what happened to him? Nick won't tell me. Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore. He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Mr. Edgeworth isn't around? Didn't we tell you he's dead? Or something? Exactly what he said. He's not around.
Hello there.
3 monkeys. Very happy to have you here. How are you doing? Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay? Nick? What happened? The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10 PM. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out if you ask me, pal. It was rather cold. This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you're standing now. Ah! Ho, surprised you, didn't I? I'm not laughing. Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal. Yeep. Yeep. He got yeeped. Oh, Gumshoe, you scamp. It's pretty clear cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But, there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit. Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit. Something unusual. What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints. Footprints? Look at this photograph of the crime scene. What's this? This wooden box under the body? No clue, pal. Some forensic experts took it back and are examining it now. And, what is so mysterious about the footprints? Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture. There's only one set. The victim's footprints are on the scene. That's right, pal. The problem is, the killer's footprints aren't there. Bingo. Where did the killer come from? And where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there is no way the killer committed this crime while flying. Typical Saturday night. A flying culprit? He was attacked by birds. That's when something just clicked in my head. There's no way. Flying is impossible. That's right. Flying is impossible. Absolutely impossible. Ha 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 ha. Nervous laughter. What's with the hollow laugh, pal? I meant nothing by it, pal. Better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him. Crime photo added to the court record. Okay. Hey Gumshoe, look. You flat out badged me so many times it doesn't work anymore. Why don't you try wearing a different badge every now and again? Well, I do have a Steel Samurai badge with me. How about that one? I'll only wear it if Detective Gumshoe carries a Steel Samurai police badge. Then it's a deal. I hear the Detective Gumshoe has that very badge. What? Don't look at me like that. You're making me nervous. Here's a shiny thing. Yeah, this is the nothing thing. Okay, knows nothing about it. Nothing about it. Knows something about it. Shinies only work on you. Hey. Making sure I get loot in games is important. There's nothing wrong with making sure that I get the right amount of cash, right amount of equipment to finish a game. Magpie Core. Is that even a thing? Being a spirit medium is quite an accomplishment. And you're so young too, that's really something. Actually, I've been thinking of taking a break from channeling. Really? I don't want to have another incident like last time. But you were drugged? Max, age 21. Kleptomania with the Tumblr aesthetic. Well, if someone can send me some Magpie Core art, I'd love it. It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he doesn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal. It's not just his attitude, I've got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have very classy decorative elements. Max uses a cloak, a silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Oh shit, peacock feather. Yep, that means he's a criminal. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. Must have hit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Eh? Tell us about the eyewitness. So this is the... he does not know something specific about that person. Okay, nothing. What about you, Gumshoe? Age 31. Gumshoe is only 31. I am 2 years younger than Gumshoe. Really? I am an old man. I'm making a really strange, tired-looking face here. Are you sure you weren't born looking like that? Uh-huh. I wish I was more lively. Right now, I'm just tired. Streamer Doc's thrown age, get him. Oh no, people know my age. How terrible. Well, there's not much you can just do about that, so you just gotta keep on being tired. You're right. Glad I stayed out of that one. You're going down this time, pal. Oh, is that right? She's been practicing 1,000 cracks a day. Okay, so she's still practicing with the whip. You don't mean cracks of the... Yep, cracks of the whip. Oh. Present. Okay, that's that. Back. The eyewitness. So about the eyewitness. Oh ho, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card. Because discovery of the evidence just doesn't exist in Japan Estates. I just remembered. What? I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house. Why is that? Oh, no reason. Just something I remember to tell you. Must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out. Don't you dare, pal. Okay. This is the clown's room. I wonder whose room this is. The name tag on the door says Mo on it. I guess he's not here. Wow, it's a real mess in here. My room's probably worse, though. Oh well, I give up. I'll have to come back later. Is this where Asti now calls Phoenix a psychopath because his room is messy? Awesome. Look at these shoes. They're great. Forget the shoes, check out the great gag banana peel. You sure it wasn't Mo's snack after lunch? Are you blind? Look at how many scratches there are from people slipping on it. Mo's got an excellent pair of pajamas, laid in his bed in an excellent manner. What? Those are pajamas? You mean he goes to bed dressed as a clown? Ew. All those clown costumes I look like that. I don't know about you, but it's creepy. Look at the collection he's got, it's incredible. It must be a collection of clown costumes from around the world. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it now? Sure, not want me to try on one of those. I was thinking of starting a costume collection myself. I'll call it World Spirit Channels. We can display it in our office. In our office. So you start paying the bills, you can say that. I mean, technically she can start paying the bills if she does more spirit medium stuff. Oh, 1 second, I forgot to add fucking tags to my fucking stream because I'm a fucking idiot. Right. Okay, cool. That's enough tags to get by. The fact he can fly and has committed murder makes me more actually dangerous than any Batman film. Okay. Makes him more dangerous. Mo seems to be a voracious reader. Look at all the hard books he has here. Clowns for Dummies. The Joke's on You. Treat Your Peons Right, and the classic Funny Jokes Are Funny. Wow, Mo's very studious. The Joke's on You, huh? Teehee clown equipment is so funny looking. He's got a balancing ball, a unicycle, he's even got a trampoline. But they're all broken. Maybe he was just a little too excited during practice? Who knows with that guy? Maybe that's part of the gag? Nick, you can see the scene of the crime from here. You can even tell the ground has been disturbed. It's right in front of this window, about 30 feet away. I guess it wouldn't have been strange for someone to have seen the crime from here. I keep saying crime, I mean crime. What the? There's a string of carrots here? How strange. Mr. Freeze just fucking freeze people. I can't tell if Mo just likes carrots or if he is using them for some sort of gag. Look at the ceiling, it looks like someone punched a hole in it. You're right, I wonder what happened. I don't even want to imagine what goes on in here. Let's move away from the whole clown intimacies. No, nothing new there. Nothing new there. To the entrance. Oh, we got a new thing at the entrance. Huh, hey Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me? Oh my god, it's Sir Chinless. Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me? What? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you? No. I'm just your average, everyday average Joe. An average Joe just happens to hang out at the circus. I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying, like any regular person would hang around the circus, dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name's Maya. Well, I, just happened to be, passing by. Don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny? Not a carny, I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Snicker. Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben. Ah, yes. That's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Okay, let's see what you have to say. Excuse me, Ben? Yes? You mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular, normal guy. I don't know, This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up, just try and smile. Max Galactica. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max? He's not very nice. Did you just say that Max is not very nice? Yes, that's what he said, he's not very nice. Ow, my head hurts. Yikes, I hope he's okay. Sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it, he's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, why? Oh, that's Phoenix. I want to take a look at this. Okay, this is the nothing. Okay, and that's the nothing response. Nothing response. Still nothing response. And yet another nothing response. I'm just going to go through everything. Tenor best is going to be nothing. Until he gets his puppet. Yeah, he's not going to say anything. Just making sure. Ah! I thought it selected Gumshoe. Yeah, nothing. 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 Okay, let's just freaking move. Present. This silk hat is Max's. That's right, it's beautiful, isn't it? I thought up the idea for wearing the hat. Huh, really? And they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world, isn't that cool? Okay, so there's only one in the world. That's a bit of info we got. No, this is nothing. Ah, that guy. His name is Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know, he didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trillo, right? Wait, we're the ones asking the questions around here. Cool, this lady's got a whip. She's an animal tamer, huh? Sort of. The two women with whips. That's my cue to shut up and act like a good boy. This. 1 second, I'm just going to print screen this and post it in the server in memes. And there we go. Okay, nothing about Gumshoe. I think I already talked about that. Anything new? Nope. Nothing new here. Circus entrance. That child's the lion tamer. Tiger tamer, specifically. Let's move. Anything new here? No. Anything new in Mo's room? Yes. Hello, Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big wiener. I can assure you I'm not. The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me. Earplugs must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? Ha 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 ha. I shall give you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. I don't like his mouth hat. What about his mouth clothing? People are gonna love or hate this guy. Yeah. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Land Sing. What? Catch my drift? Maya? Oh god, Maya's laughing. The mouth hat has a texture to it. It's worse. Yeah. Here, this might help. This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. I do not want to read your book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh. I'm not gonna do all of his laughs. Sigh, I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two. Ah! Would you have to admit he is kind of funny? Or, no, I don't have to admit that, because he isn't. Could you please tell us more about the Berry Big Circus? It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time? And the hits just keep on coming. Sigh. This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed with the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow. Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling. Bowling? There's just too much competition. But I love the circus. I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We worked hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, you just made a joke. Laugh. Har, 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 har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. A real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. Wait, he has a family? He was happy to take care of his employees. It seems like this Russell Berry was a really good boss. I see. How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man? Mo. Wiggity 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 what? Ugh. I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way? Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 PM last night. That's when they said that they finished up with the, practice or something. Yeah, after rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Over the crime. Just as we suspected, this guy is the eyewitness to the crime. The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. Whereas even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth. But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician. The one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder. Go ahead. Nope, no way. Wise guy, eh? Just forget I said anything. I bet he's still hiding something about Max. Okay, what you witnessed? You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these zips stay zipped. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny. Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it. Ahem, ahem. What's the matter? Just getting ready. Okay, do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh, cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've ever heard, but he did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw... Without a question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That... No. I doubt that. That's all I saw. It just proves how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he's letting on. Okay, well let's present our evidence. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? Ah, you want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see, well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear and dancing... Oh, wait. Nick, he was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded. Let's go through everything. Okay, this is his I don't know anything about it thing. Yep, same. Nothing. Oh, Russell. How could anyone do this to you? I sobs. Mo's taking this really hard. It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat. They found this at the scene of the crime, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable. That jerk killed the ringmaster. It really is a shame what happened to the ringmaster. Huh, Mo. Seems the ringmaster was truly a great man. Profiles. This isn't very funny. How am I supposed to know about people who aren't in the circus? Okay. If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. What? Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could. Why? Ventriloquist with a speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. The cafeteria? We'll all agree that this clown murdered the guy, right? Well, so far we don't actually... There's no real motive for him to have done it. So right now I don't know. The cafeteria? Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. Oh, I killed myself. Really? I'm dying here. Coronary. Not sure, considering he said the ringmaster paid his own money and wages and no custom. Yeah, I think you're right, Dar. I think the motive isn't there. At least not yet. He's just laughing to hear his own voice. A map of the very big circus. That's the ringmaster's daughter, Regina. Ever since she was a little girl, she's been watching the circus performances. Cuter than a little puppy Maltese, that's that Regina. If only my Lorena was that cute. Lorena? Ah, Lorena's my daughter. She lives with her mother now. It's true what they say about the tears of a clown. I've been friends with Russell since even before the circus began. He was so selfless, he always thought about others before thinking of himself. I'll find a way to return the favor, he always took such good care of me. I wish I would have thanked him more than I did. Okay, that's his. I don't care who that person is. Yep. Ah, Ben. How's he doing? He's a ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. That's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk if he doesn't have his puppet Trillo. Also the fact that the mouth on the hat moves depending on how his mouth is. If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him. Really? Master and puppet. What's the matter? Whenever I see my own nose, I'm reminded of my Italian heritage. What? Ah, I see. Must be because you have one of those Roman noses. Roman all over your face. Did mine just fuck up? I didn't cross the line there, did I? You went so far past that you need a map to get back. Oh my, it looks like heresy to you. Anything new to talk about? Nope. Then we'll head back out. Let's have a look at the map. Okay, where's his room? Cafeteria, big top. Mo Acro, 3rd floor? Can we... Let's present this first. Okay. Anything new to talk about? No. I can't go to Acro's room? Okay. Yeah, he won't say a thing. So, back to the big top. Profiles. That's Mo. He's such a funny clown. He's been a good friend to my dad for a really long time now. He was good friends with the ringmaster? My dad always said, when it comes to who I can entrust the circus to, it's definitely Mo. Yep, that clown is one lovable stooge. Don't you think so, Nick? No comment. And need to talk about... No, Okay. The cafeteria. This place is dirtier than my previous work's cafeteria. Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. Cleaner than your kitchen? Bad, Vico. That reminds me, what was it that Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clunked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting here. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. I mean, I don't know. The chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like. It almost looks as if someone knocked it over in a struggle, or used it for self-defense. Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria? Looks like they've left it exactly as it was in the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. And once we're finished with the case. Alright, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go. Where's the mute button when you need it? What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something? There's broken glass all over the floor. Borg.
Hello there.
Hello, Toxie. How are you doing? A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? Broken bottle added to the court record. Okay, can I get some more music back? Things are grand. Chugging along. There are dirty dishes all over the place. It must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. No, because there's evidence here. Why do we have to clean up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because one bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. You know I really hate dirty cafeterias. As much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. Ah, a bulletin board for bulletins. My god, who would have thunk it? It doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. No. No, we don't. Juicy. You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like, message from the killer. Let's not tamper with things. Give it a Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't like anyone ever read this sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die. I made a sign like that in work once. I got in trouble. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. What is this here? This is strange. There's nothing on top of this stand. Look here. Max is written on it. Must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he can still eat hamburgers, right? The kitchen's over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's killer hamburger. You tried, wouldn't you? Okay, chat, here's a question for everyone here. You have to cook for what, like 8, 10 people? What do you do as a meal that is easy enough that you can cook within a time limit, but good enough that you would serve to, let's say, all your colleagues, ignoring any kind of dietary requirement? Pizza? Yeah, pizza's a good answer. Spaghetti bolognese, carbonara, spaghetti and sausages. Okay. Italian seems to be where people go to. Anything else special here? I don't think so. Let's move out to the big top. Let's see if there's anything to say about this. Okay, nothing really. Thigh green curry if you want to call the week. What you do is you get some like ghost chilies, an entire pig. Yeah, just like put a turkey in the spatchcock a turkey, put it in the oven for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Can you not handle Spice Star? Okay, nothing new in here. Circus entrance. Nope, nothing. Let's make sure we talk to everyone here about things before we move on and go back to the detention center. Oh, nothing. Okay. I can handle some spice after a bad experience before. Too much is game over for you. That's fair. I do like my spice a lot. I mean, again, if we go for Nando's, my standard is getting the hot. I do want. See, my stomach's not been the best as of late. That's why I go for the hot and not the very hot. Good bird man. I am the best bird. I am not provably evil. Oh. Yeah, there he is. Best debatable. Are you here to make me sad, Colsta? Ghost Picture Christmas, I want to see if I can find them. Yeah, sure, I'll try them. Oh, my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Aside, did he just call me his sweetie? Again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. You're here to bully me. What would really bully me is if you, threw bits at me. That would really bully me. Wonderfully fantabuloso. I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. I won't buy bits, I refuse. That's fair. What's wrong? Quit make such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. Okay, let's do a chat. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs? How were those Jurassic geriatrics? The bits. Thank you very much, Dari. You didn't have to. Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes, sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand... For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married, you... Max? She's 16? I'll have you know. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. Okay, what happened? You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 PM, once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. Needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max, I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Okay, let's present some evidence. Can I ask what you do with such an Can I ask what you spend your money on? We already covered this point. I'm paying off my father's debt. For example, say you rented a video, and perhaps you forgot about it for, say, a short period of about 10 years. You would have the biggest late fee known to man. It's kind of like that. Remember renting videos? That makes sense now. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, we can check this. Yep, that's the 70% water, 30% glitter man. Okay, back. Present. Maximilian Galactica, no matter when you see me, you get shivers, don't you? Yeah, we saw it. The silk hat, the cloak, the white roses on my chest. They're my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3. Really? You had quite a few to begin with then, huh? Well, I thought that you could never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beauty marks, soft pillows for lips, a beard, buck teeth. I gave all sorts of symbols a shot. Yet if I forgot one when I put on my makeup, everyone would forget who I am. That's awful, especially for a magician. It's fine, it's fucking fine. That's the ringmaster? It's a shame what happened. He was going to be like a father to me. Ah, this is my silk hat. It's the only one of its kind in the world. It's one of the most prized possessions. This silk hat proves that I was somewhere else? Where did they find this, huh, sweetie? They found it at the murder scene. I don't know nothing about nothing. Ew, Max is so pathetic like this. Max will be really confused. Wow, Maya is just throwing insults at like the drop of a hat. About this. No. Broken bottle. No. Okay, I guess. When you make absolute magic, costs enormous sums of money, something that'll boggle your mind. Okay. That's why I went to his room that night? And asking for a fabulous raise. Okay, let's present the Magatama and see if we can break through those chains. I'm fairly sure this is what we have to do now. Yeah, look at that face. That face is entirely straight, right? That's the straightest face known to man. Meeting with Russell. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly, reach an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth, and the whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies and hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Yes, it was signed a week ago. It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did you do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. Mercer called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Is this why you called you into the room that night? Wasn't about... This is going to get married, right? Okay, no, that wasn't it. Oh, sort of problem. It's probably... the bottle? Yeah, it was the bottle. Is this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Oh, where did you get that? The cafeteria, but you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. Max, what is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... to... hit Ben. Yeah, use a bottle to hit Ben. Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous. You might as well be a magician. Big Ben of the Very Big Circus. Yep. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? These motherfuckers. That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Oh god. Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her? Are you sure this is Ben we are talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. How old is he? So let's go through this. Regina is 16. Max is 21. Ben is 31. That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. And no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word, not without Ben. Trillo? The puppet. The ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Trilloquist. Ben Trilloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What, sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous, that should have taught him a lesson. This guy's an asshole. Okay, I hid Trillo in the ringmaster's room. It would be so easy to just change that to an 8. Just from a 16 to an 18, and while the gap between Ben and her would still be significant enough, it would at least be far less creepy. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem, none at all. Thank you, Max. No, I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. Okay, let's move back to... Oh, is Ben gone? Huh, Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out, he's probably in the tent. Where are we going again? We're going here? No. Nope. Ringmaster's room. Okay. Big tube. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Well, I goddamn hope so. It's been an hour and a half, and we haven't gotten to the first trial yet. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the Ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here? I'm not seeing how that's related. It looks the same as always, a great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding, you know I already got one of those posters. You mean stole one of those posters. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo, oh, the ventriloquist puppet. Yeah, we were just... Oh, well, let me check the pocket again. No. Nick, and look at all cute trophies. Is Trillo in here? Like, you already saw that. You already read that. Oh yeah, there's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trillo. That's Ben's puppet. I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Well, I'd have to carry this thing. Yeah, because you're eager, that's why. Cafeteria? Oh, hey Ben. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? Yeah, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Let me present to you... Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. Trillo quiz returned to Ben. Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's the time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. You went to a circus once. One of the exhibits was very big horse. $1 to go look at it. My god. The horse was goddamn massive. Should have been plowing the fields. Hey, wait. Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Oh god. Ben? Is that you, Ben? No, I would never. It was me. Yeah, me. Down here. You're Trillo? That's it. That's Mr. Quist to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again, sigh. Mr. Quist. Is that better? I heard that there's a curse in Phoenix Wright games that the third turnabout is always the worst one. I'm kind of agreeing with this one. Trillo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deals. You like it? There's a lot of filler going on here, it feels like. The substance that is here is good, it just feels like there's a lot of filler. Joe's still a puppet, right? Oh, you think you're calling me a puppet. I don't know what I'm meant to be presenting. Oh, wait, it's just because of here. What happened? Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I said you're talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me. ventriloquist. You behave, young man. Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man? I guess so. No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? But I thought the ringmaster was, like, really nice. Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. And I made it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, my partner has his hand up my pants. Your partner? You mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off me, will you? You're just another one of the dorks around here. Oh, my. But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage, masquerading as performers... Oh, so you mean Twitch? I found my Madonna. Your... Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina, she is stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I could go that far. You'll have to excuse him, he does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Flying fraud. The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud. You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up, made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts. You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care. It's my choice, not hers. Trillo, can we teach you at this thing called consent, please? I know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. Gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me, 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 me. Okay, that's... No. The rest is private. I'm sure it is. I'm sure you can share that song with your cellmate when you go to prison for a long time. Well, the melody's pretty good, but those lyrics, I think need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Now that Trillo's here, what does that mean? Does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, Butterface. Looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trillo? Enough jibba jabba, let's get to court already. Yes, please, court is definitely the best part of this game. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. What in the world happened with Ben and Trillo? Quite a pair, those two. Oh, what? Monkey? Oh no, now what? Is Phoenix getting beaten up by a monkey? Return to monkey. Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah, my badge. That monkey stole it. Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. He looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina. You, that monkey. Hey, no need to get angry, okay? I'll pop one of your bingo cards. Yeah, because that was freaking expected. But my attorney's badge. Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? Money the monkey. His name is Monkey Money. The monkey is called Money? Yes. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Eh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Just like me. I guess I have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with. What? It's a monkey. He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. Get his time that I revisit that kooky clown. You're banned from gambling. You mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that's always hanging around with Trillo? Does she not know that they're attached? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me that he was in love with me. Trillo told you he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, he's such a wonderful singer, I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trillo. Excuse me, what? Like sand to the hourglass, so were the days of the circus. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope. That won't be for a while. Huh, really? That's strange. Isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. But Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet? What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trillo? You know, neither. Neither. How about neither? Neither's an option. Wait. Do you realize that Trillo is a puppet? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Okay, nothing. No, okay, move. Lodging. Oh, please just let me get to the court. Huh, Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I mean, the detective left because the defending attorney left. Okay, sure, why not? That makes sense. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Okay, let's go talk to Mo then. By the way, if you're enjoying, please don't hesitate to drop a follow. Definitely helps. Oh, yeah, he's here. Oh my, but isn't Mr. Wright all the time? It's all right to be wrong every now and then, right? Scenic, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience. This girl's clearly not mature enough to consent. Yeah. So what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we? How do you know put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Okay, so about Regina. Emphasis on child. Regina is a child. She is not an adult, she is a child. Such a cutie, too. She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top. Sounds like Pearly. For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality. We call that grooming. Yeah, you're right. She lives in a dream world. She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life. I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet. Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications. You ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah yes, some money. He stole my attorney's badge. Well, when he does love shiny objects, it makes sense he'd swipe your badge. But in no circumstances can you chase after him. Eh? Why is that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? I want to hit the ending button again, but last time I did that, I lost viewers. So I'm not going to react to that joke. Exactly, bravo, bravo. Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying. You mean right now? Of course. Shall we go? Should we go there now or wait a while? We'll go with Mo. Of course we'll go with Mo. I see a bunch of shiny things. You want to hit it a lot or you want to keep the joke going? Yeah. Huff, huff. This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not that fit. My lungs are funked. I can go up a few flights of stairs without huffing and puffing. If the clown was a street performer, I'd take money away from him. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Phoenix cycles everywhere. At least in the anime, he cycles everywhere. How can he not go up the few flights of stairs? Anyway, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today. Dang, that's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. A monkey who takes care of Acro habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Well, we'll do the shiny objects last. You can see the big top from the window here. There's no snow on top of the big top. Kind of weird, don't you think? The inside of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts. I guess you're right. The snow probably just slides right off. Money must use this to swing around on. Go ahead, Nick. I know you want to ride in it too. Maybe later. Hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. Where do you think that he plays basketball? I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know? What? You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game? Of course, that monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty... Sorry, let me read this again. A bit slower. And a bit more... confused. That monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. It's a monkey calendar. Whoever's in this room must really love monkeys. Maybe a little too much. Wow, I just realized that the year is almost over. Amazing how time flies. It's been one wild year, especially the last part. We still got one last person to help this year. Max. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be. Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? Like, listen, I'm shit at keeping my place tidy. Let me respect this person for doing so. He's got a barbell. Look around, everything he's got is for upper body strength. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick. What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Mai. Don't end up a muscle woman. I think half of chat would like that. Holy cow. There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap looking knockoff wristwatch. Like what? Like muscle women. Look at this. It's a trophy and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge is right here. Don't know what you're talking about. Thanks, you really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. From Trillo to Regina. Trillo had a ring ready. Well, I think it's time to wrap up our investigation. Thank God. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Now we get to the good bit of the game. Well, not the good, the best bit. Right. So we're gonna... We started a nice calm bit. Imagine showing up to court, being charged with murder, dressed like this. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk? What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? Just throwing cards at me still. You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why didn't you try flying into the courtroom? Because you can't fly. I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that, and dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. In French, fly and steal are pronounced the same. I remember seeing a video of, like, a whole bunch of different words that are pronounced the same. So it's like, a van, 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 a van, 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 la van, 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 la van, van. And have... Oh, it's automatically going. I'm not doing anything. What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry, I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, is the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement if you please. This is the first court. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Yeah, so, because you lost, it's not legitimate. It did not count, do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance, zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it's not in the nature of Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, right? Okay, Inquisitor Von Karma. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? We have my ultimate revenge. Not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now. Oh, she's even saying now like her father. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Poor Gumshoe. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Night of the crime, snow was falling until 20 to 10, making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 PM. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 PM. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Interesting. I see he was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Routine blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Okay. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. The stakes are raised a bit. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40. Okay. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal, maybe about 1.5 inches on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow, let me see. There's got to be more to this. Hey, what's the matter, Nick? You need to take a look at the court record. Was there already something here that I missed? Let me press on everything else. I'm not exactly sure what it wants from me there. Regarding the big top practice of teens. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the Animal Tamer, Mo the Clown, Ben the Ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the Ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Regent the Tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you're welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Where's Ram? Ram needs to be here. Ram would like the monkey. The practice session broke up around 10 PM. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben, the ventriloquist, went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. Wouldn't have to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Oh, okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Oh, whipped. This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? A wooden box. Well, that's right. Victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Over this... What's 20 pounds in freedom units? 20 pounds in kilogram. 9 kilo, that's not that bad. This may be my only chance, might as well ask some questions. Ask about the contents. You mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked higher than Fort Knox, so we got back to the station and cracked it open. On the inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box. Okay, so we have pepper for some reason. Caused death is blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. You just handed it to me. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? Police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ho ho ho. Shut the fuck up. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. That's all we're going to get at Gumshoe in this case. And all we're going to get of him is that little bottle of pepper. Now we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, that's due to being slow and unable to take a hint. Poor Gumshoe. Every game is just poor Gumshoe. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She was talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilla will show up on the stand as well. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trillo Quist. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Can we arrest him for, like, contempt of court? The world of the law, exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. That's shit. Well, what do you think? Had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trullo, you know better than to insult a judge. Oh, you're not singing? I don't know what rhythm it's meant to be in. Shut up, just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. Know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Ladies must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. Improvisation. What's going on here? Order, order. I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting tests when you're like, you don't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. They both are, I guess. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene, you're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough, I think we all get the picture. Just one thing, you said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame, it was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why is that? Here's absolute proof. A hat. A silk hat. This was found in the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Ms. Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Didn't figure out shit. Peacock did it yet again. Yep. Thank you for saying the obvious, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you have to say? Okay, I guess she's the boss again today. What you witnessed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge of being clown. The clown? You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise as his makeup was running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to... Oh yeah, just press it. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodge house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. And that's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. Let's press on that. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you make a mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max, only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense. Makes Max one suspicious character. Judge, you're not to comment. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Let's see. There's no proof it was Max. Wait a second. There's no proof the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do you? I saw what I saw. It was my three-piece joke of a costume. Oh, again. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. I think you study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. I think I need to press it again and get a different go for a different option. Let's see. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't seem like you should have seen someone else as well. What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen? That's the victim? That's correct. If Trollo was at the entrance to the plaza... Oh, we're turning things up a notch. You should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went to get into the ringmaster's room. That, according to the defendant, a likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated at the scene of the crime. I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. A brain judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. I surely wouldn't have to have an ulterior motive for bringing Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Oh, Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. College practice over, out of hand with the stooge. Okay, let's press this. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? Suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Huh, I think it was around, I'd say, a bit after 10:30 PM. I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you just believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you're waiting for someone. What? Who said you're waiting for someone? Mr. Fink's right, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright? Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. You're waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. That's speculation. Ah. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. I love the back and forth objections. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? But she is 16, and Ben is 31. Do you mean to have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge, I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now you have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. About the proposal. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket, except I'm going to go straight to the end there and say, well, I have the ring. You were going to propose, you, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse, just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm an old man doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. Can I get a new judge? Exactly. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. I mean, to be fair, you were looking the same way earlier, Phoenix. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was with that sigh at the end? I'm gonna go straight to the end and say, yo, I have the ring here. The music didn't stop? Okay, excuse me, the fuck? I still have my pocket. No, I have the ring. I may have to link the ring to him first. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Even though that does sound frickin' sweet. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give. Was that the first one? Yeah. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give to her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're going to die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. I mean, that's what you typically give when you propose to someone. How's that? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright, joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Arthur's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Push on anyway. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment where something the puppet has ever proposed. Advice to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to the facts, not sociology. Pain equals good, I guess? If you want. Here you go, Vico. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I planned on giving an engagement ring to Regina. Oh. Yeah, 1 second. Let me press that. An engagement ring? It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. It's even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. So a glass ring, okay. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? There's got to be something I can catch him on. I kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You have to be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry, really? You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? Of course, I had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. Whoops. Press. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? Here's Max talking from the bench. When I get a hold of him, I'm going to saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present? In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not going to give up that easily. No matter how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's fair, Nick. Maybe I have to do the thing next. Maybe now I do the... Maybe now I do the ring? Yeah, now I do the ring. Trullo, do you mind if I show you something? Ooh, what is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. No, Phoenix. Energy. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine. Give it back. Thief. Thief. Did you testify about this very object? I believe you said In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something! Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault? Can I get a new judge? Again? Ha, that filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details, need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time? Ooh. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. Haven't admitted a thing, not I, Mr. Trillo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring, snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What could that possibly be? Ben's testimony is flawed. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Basically, this guy didn't see shit. Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Fucking... Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any proof that something slipped past as vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, it doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying, he is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defendant's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble, he's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it, I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Ha, I've told you so many times, you'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy. I'm sure it'll change some more. Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why you have to keep after it. Yeah. God, this game really does wear out my throat. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. Doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, we didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. That means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max? That's right, money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, I'd say about 5 minutes, I think. Plenty of time for someone else to come and go. three kobolds in a trench coat. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. You were an expert in such things. Oh my god, I just realized. Yes. Okay, let's press this. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? Means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. Counting Ben, of course. That many eyes, you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, this is even more dangerous to our case than Trello. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. Oops, back. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. He showed up after I had been waiting for 5 minutes. Okay. What about the time? About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 PM. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just had 10 more minutes, I'm sure you can do that. Now what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I'm not good at math. Sorry, it was 10 PM. Ah yes, that sounds about right. Sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, didn't even acknowledge my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night? Ah, I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I'd prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible. Performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Let's try this one. So if Ben's part of your act is coming off as a bit stale, I'm sure they'll have a pros review. Oh, really? That's what you're going for? You're not trying to pass it off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix, right? You should know better. How that hurts. That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. I'll go back and ask again. I'll go into the other one. Let's see. Hello's evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why'd you bother being so nice to him? Struck me as somewhat strange. Well, as being polite. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was only just being cordial to a co-worker, I'd understand. How would that hurt? Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start freaking next time. proof is everything in this world. He should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. How do you go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. Guess I can give it a shot. When they sure as him, I saw Maximilian Galactic at the scene. Are you 100% absolutely sure of what you just said? I told you already, jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? How many times have you asked that question by now? Yeah. The judge and Maya. But it's fun shouting out at everyone else. Okay. Let's see, what do I have proof for? Saw Max for 5 minutes. Good evening, but even knowledge his presence. Let's say half 10. Half 10 is when the police arrived. Doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. 5. Let's see. It's okay, have this. My presence. No way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. He was young, but didn't even acknowledge my presence. Do I present the bottle to show that, Hi, how many witnesses have testified so far? This is the 2nd witness. First was Gumshoe, and now it's Trillo. And how are you doing, Scrollock? Glad to see you here. It is the bottle, okay. Trillo, it's not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder. I'm fine. I'm okay. God, these games really wreck my throat because I'm reading out so much. We have about half an hour left. A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal, just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clunked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? Welcome to the life of a DM. What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Of, like, Franciscan von Karma then immediately assaults and batters the judge. We handle that, we wrap the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. A puppet this lewd. Are you saying this witness is lying? He is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie. Honest, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Can you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He saw a different person. I don't usually count Gumshoe because the cross-examinations are pretty short. I also remember when he testifies when he doesn't. I count Gumshoe because Gumshoe was Bay and I love him. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone last night. It was just someone else, someone who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Oh, Twitch ads. Let me know when the Ads are back. And the ads are done, I mean. Doobie 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 doobie. Our ads done. Back? Cool. What I was saying was that I count Gumshoe because he is Bay and I love him. Only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? You? Will the defendants kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening then? I think he saw Russell Berry. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. Must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Yet again, I request for a change of judge. Can you please recuse yourself? No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there. I love the way the music stops just for that. It's great. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Get the blinker message joke. Oh yeah, head up for the next witness. There are 2 blink or you miss a moment as soon as he comes up to the stand. Okay. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Wow! Oh no, he's an orc. He's going on orc wa. Order. How do you respond to this? Ooh, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. You're on really shaky ground. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. But see, if he was wearing the clothing, why would he first think it was Russell Berry and then Max? This is clearly saying that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols. Alright, this is getting old. Okay. Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak, anyone could wear them. Did it even look good on me? What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. The first day was long. There was a lot of... As I said, so the content of this case is good. The issue is getting to the content through the filler. However, do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Thank you, Von Karma, for killing the doll. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, if that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. There is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. To be continued. Yes, we shall save. December 29th. Court, yep. This is a sweetie. You have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. He specifically said, lol and BRB. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered, really? I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Did you not see if you took your clothes before walking out the door? However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. Why did my player die? I guess I got that warning in just in time. There's probably another 5 minutes till they're back in session. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double. Wow, Max, never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, a magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Wait, but then what happened to the cloak? That's what they're saying. Like, where is the cloak? Now that everyone is back, let's get started. Someone killed the ringmaster, mistakenly thinking it was Max. It was the other clan. The other clan? As in the one clan we have? Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Mr. Lawrence Curls, please take the stand. Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Your Pathfinder 2 character is mega high. Well, what does that even mean? In West Philadelphia, born in... Oh god, It's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. What is a man but a miserable pile of clown? What is a clown? A miserable pile of pranks. Since it is easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Mom, do I have to wear the pants? Sonny says no shirt, no shoes, no service. What? Yes, thank you, court. Okay, how about this? Am my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? Well, a couple of clowns who are up to no good. Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct? Yes, it is. Very well. Mr. Curls, will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian want... Oh, okay. Without the humor, please. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Can we have court jesters again? Except not for like a king's court to entertain a king, but it's like a normal court. Maybe I remember what he talks about. I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. Haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. Maya was laughing. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and a polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Is this a testimony? Witness. I think we might need a new testimony. We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Of course it's Gumshoe. Now that's settled, shall we begin once again with a testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he's some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. Oh wow, Judge. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. I'm afraid that if you push the witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If he calls this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible, which means he's going to get whipped. And just because it's funny, let's press him on everything. He'll murder us all. 10 PM, correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 PM? Now, 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's pretend it's 8 o'clock, that way I can make a great joke. Alright, 8 o'clock then. You know you want to hear a joke? A man goes to the doctor, and the doctor asks, how is number 1? The man says, every day at 6. Oh. Right, the kind of like baited to Batman emotionally. What, these are exactly the type of jokes you should say for that detective. You knew what would happen. Don't look at me like that. I actually lost something for that? What the hell? You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired, not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item? That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. Wait! What? What am I supposed to do? Why am I getting penalized just for pressing? Fuck it, let's just keep trying. You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Fuck it, keep pressing. What's the worst that's going to happen? I lose? Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I took myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? That's something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. Let's start turning the tables in our favor. I heard a huge noise out the window, and that's when we take a look outside. Okay, let's see. What will the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, Mr. Curls. We've got to remind you that humor is unnecessary. Can we shoot the clown yet? Guess the sound sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Do I have anything to contradict that? I don't think so. Far away, you say? You have to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room was here, and they looked about yay big, I guess they were about 30 feet from the window? Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away. That's right. I'd been thinking about it over and over since that night. That actually can make things worse. Ruminating on something can actually change details. And I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. No one is saying it. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify to what he saw and only what he saw? Kept watching them, and all of a sudden Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found in the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you'd see everything, didn't you? That is the right idea. Have it with the clown to keep them in line. True. That is very right. Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you really not see the crime of murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. Let's just do this quickly. It's a bit melodramatic. So I want to be that, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. Yeah, because he said he heard the thud, and then he looked out and saw him get clonked. Mo said that he heard it sound like a thump of someone getting hit. She's still very smug. I'm not sure if you were here, Asti, when she said that you just considered that last case illegitimate. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed, when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clunk anyone. He would have to be very smug in general. Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't commit, these clowns promised... Oh, that's an A-team. Basically do when you can delude yourself. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again. The judge just completely ignores witness tampering. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster already checked out. Yeah, she should be disbarred. Checked out? Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. Mr. Curls, Your Honor. You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. The silhouette. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially as I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. It's a bit far away. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his 3 of symbols. Okay, let's see. Trudeau said the same thing, but it was just the symbols, and even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy, he threw his entire case headlong into a trap. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. You sure that's what he saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? That's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Speculation. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye. Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what his eyesight was like, not what it actually was. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. So, he didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. Why is my Twitch constantly refreshing? It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad I haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trillo's testimony, and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Yeah, you're going to find a contradiction in this. It's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that'll help. I've got to do it. His silk hat, that black cloak. They were all there. Let me save. Because he didn't mention the flowers. You say he saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so, the silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximum Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yeah, get ready, all together now. White roses. Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. Oh, God. Silence, fool. You're to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order. Mo. Oh, we're getting, again, energy. You didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But we spent the last while just confirming that his eyesight was good. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white, there's no way he could have missed them. And the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not, he is just toying with his court. I got on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. The crazy getup and... yep. Or it's just only 3-piece getup. Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Yeah, witness accounts are notoriously unreliable. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses, think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. Game from her perspective. Yeah, you'd have to, like, mash a button to whip to just stop people from, stop witnesses from going off script. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Silhouette Part 2. I want to finish the court bit, whatever, and then I want to save and finish the stream. There's no doubt in my mind there was no white roses at that night. However, all the other symbols were there, I'm equally sure of that. Especially Silk Hat, there is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance to this. Just one chance. I'll not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. You're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement. You better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. Okay. Let's save, shall we? I don't know if pressing will cause me to lose or what. Mo, be honest. Ow. Oh, okay, no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there, I'm really sure of that, especially the silk hat. I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Yeah, the hat was out of the crime scene, so he couldn't have been wearing it. This wouldn't have to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see. We're going full speed, boys. Is some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma. Where exactly was the silk hat found? But you always ask these questions. It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene. That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true. Yes, Ace Attorney Investigations. Order, 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 Mr. Curls. Yes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of all of this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight and memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you were sitting... Oh, he's going off. No, they tried to out with Mr. Curls. Oh, the judge is firing back. I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. What? Yes, I can. He's badgering the witness. No, it's important. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid questions? How did you leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. You just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story? Yes. The picture of the crime scene. Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second? I think you said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt, I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. Give you the real deal this time, I swear. I think things are going to get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls, yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false. Hasn't been false, I haven't lied, it's just what? Just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. More witness tampering. Order. I will have order. Francisco Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. I'm not going to believe this, but it's true. All true, I tell you. Trying to waste your time with your idiotic drivel. Ah, oh, another testimony. I'm saving it here. I'm going to bed. Right. Save. She's a really bad liar. Yeah. Let me just go to ending right now. Let's see who's still streaming. Maple's streaming. Let's rate him. So thank you one and all for joining me this evening. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. And I will see you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. Take care.